I'm not sure if I believe in the phrase member of British Empire, MBE, because I don't believe in what it stood for. British Empire, what does that mean exactly, you know? What did they do in India? What did they do in Africa? What did they do all over the world? So this is a very strange place for me to be in, because at the moment in all honesty, I'm very glad that my parents and community are happy, but at the same time, as my generation, what the British Empire stood for in the past, I don't agree with. So I'm in a dilemma, but I think I will accept.
Hello, I'm Bithika Raha Basu. I'm the founder director of an organization called Nrityakala, the Rhythm. I founded this organization in 1986 with a philosophy called learning through dance. It was primarily a dance school for the Indian dance. I'm a trained dancer and I used to teach dance and create shows. But as I said, it's learning through dance. Although I started teaching dance, but my background is academic. I used to teach English in Handy Girls College, Guwahati. So I always had an eye for the academic side of life. So when after doing a lot of shows, I wanted to have a big grant from Heritage Lottery Fund. When I had a meeting with the development officer, she just mentioned about oral history. And that was a very interesting thing. I thought that's a good idea to write to do something about the Bengalis of London. Because one thing we have noticed, the moment we say we are Bengali, people automatically think we are from Bangladesh. I mean, originally we are from Bangladesh, the Hindu Bengalis in East Pakistan. So this was a very difficult matter to make them understand. And also, when they heard that I'm Hindu, that is also another surprise for them. So oral history is a very academic matter. I had to go for a seminar to the British Library, where they give you the training for oral history. And I came to know that they have never done any film on oral history. And I think I can say this is probably the first oral history film that I have done. I mean, that's the way I know. And this film was made for the school purpose, national curriculum subject matter, English drama and citizenship and local history. When it was done, in our committee we had an educational advisor, Dr. Marland. He wrote about the whole thing and he thought it is one of the most befitting DVD that should go to all the schools all over the London. But we have a little difficulty is that it is the financial side of it. Although we made many DVDs, we gave it to many people. It was sold in NFT, National Film Theatre Store, and it was screened in very special places like Savas and also British Museum when they were having this Voice of Bengal. And I'm very proud to say when it went to British Museum, the education department rang me and said, of all the films we had so far, we thought this was the best one. We felt extremely happy. Then I got a call from London Museum. They said, would you please give us an article in relation to this film so that we know there are people from West Bengal. Only people we know is the Bangladeshi. So I wrote an article which is in their website and which they have written till this film At Home in London was made, we were not aware of the Bengalis from West Bengal. We felt very proud that we did something worthwhile.
There are lots of second generations that are proud to be Bengali as well as proud to be English, but it's I don't know if you've heard of the TVapex law. It's what cricket team do you support, and for me it's India. So
this film has been publicized all over the world. Fortunately, in India, by the televisions, by newspaper, very, very major newspapers and television. In this country it was known, but we had to bring it from time to time because the whole purpose is to take this film to the younger generation, to understand the society when these people came, that is the 50s to 80s. And the story gives us the glimpse of any immigrant, whether you are a Bengali or a Punjabi, Gujarati, African, or any other parts of whoever settled at that time, they probably will give the similar story. It is only the language we are only talking about because we can only take one section of the people. And I believe that if it is shown widely, there are other people from other communities, they will be inspired to tell their story. Fortunately, I have done other oral histories. And when I conceived this idea, the idea was given to me to do the oral history, but it was in me unconsciously. When I came to this country, wherever I went to religious occasion, the big occasion, Durga Puja, or any shop, or any drama, or any cultural program, I used to think, thank goodness, the people, they have started doing this. If they didn't do this, we wouldn't have seen these things in this country. And that is how the concept came, that I went from time to different people in different walks of life to say what they did and why they did it. And we are very, very glad that people like it. And we want this film to go to all the schools, and to the parents I have this appeal that you show it to your children. They would love it, and tell them that that is how the Indians or the people, the immigrants were in those days, and the society has changed, and it will keep on changing.
Well, to be honest, my parents, both my mother and father, have been heavily involved with drama and dance and productions in the UK ever since they've been here. So it's something that we've grown up with. We socialise through these kind of functions, and we continue to socialise through these functions. So it's a good way of keeping in touch with everybody.
We must give the language, the traditions, the culture, the values we had from our background to our future generations. Speaking is more important than written and writing. Because importance is that we can communicate. We understand where we come from. And I think it is the duty of the parents. We should not leave it to the system to teach them the languages. We as the parents or the grandparents need to take and pass that message to our children. We need to communicate so that they understand their roots. That communication, that language, spoken language, keeps you in touch with your roots. Written may not be. So that's why it's important, and I congratulate you, madam, and I hope that this will be taken by all the families and shown to not to themselves alone, but to the future generation, to tell them how and when and from where we come, how we struggled here, established ourselves, now passing that good life to our future generations. Thank you very much for asking me to come here, and enjoy the evening, and best of luck for the future. Thank you.
আমি বাংলায় ভালোবাসি, আমি বাংলাকে ভালোবাসি, আমি তারি হাত ধরে সারা পৃথিবীর মানুষের কাছে আসি, আমি বাংলায় ভালোবাসি, আমি বাংলাকে ভালোবাসি, আমি তারি হাত ধরে সারা পৃথিবীর মানুষের কাছে আসি। আমি যা কিছু মহান বরণ করেছি বিনম্র শ্রদ্ধায়, মিশে 13 নদী 7 সাগরের জল গঙ্গায় পদ্মায়।